Hello, Katie and Tyler. This is Seymour Butts from Des Moines, Iowa, requesting that you guys cover a little book from my childhood. It was printed in, 1450s. It's called the Gutenberg Bible. Get right with Jesus, or else. Okay, bye.
Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast that'll make you feel as young as Marc Summers looked in the 90s.
He did look young.
Just
on
remember
that Double Dare
there you go.
show.
When
That was so long ago.
When Double Dare aired, or when you watched Double Dare?
When I watched it.
Yeah, that was one of our early episodes, and I just remember you being fascinated by how young Marc Summers looked. Like you see Marc Summers all the time now. Where have you seen him?
In my dreams.
So, Kate, Marc Summers, I'll have you know, was carrying Nickelodeon on his back. He must have been tired in the 90s, because he didn't just host Double Dare. He hosted a whole nother show at the same time, which I always thought was interesting as a kid, because I'm like, that's Marc Summers. He's the guy from Double Dare. The other show, have you seen it, Kate? It was called...
What would you do?
What Would You Do?
No.
Now, don't be confused, because I think there's like a show that's either on right now or was on recently on one of the main 3 networks with this same title much more recently, where the premise would be like a hidden camera show where they try to set up, here's a guy in a MAGA hat, but he's passed out. Will people help him? Like nonsense like that.
Here's a bag of money.
Yes.
It doesn't seem to have an owner.
Will
you take the money?
That is
not... Hell yeah, I would take the money.
That's not this show.
I'm poor.
That's not this show, but sometimes the idea is kind of similar, and I'm having foggy memories, so we're going to find out in a second. But I think it's more that Marc Summers, there's some hidden camera, but a lot of it is him asking people in the audience what they would do. It's a whole thing. So it has a live studio audience. It's like not quite a game show, but kind of. It aired on Nickelodeon from August 31st in 1991 to November 26th, 1993. They made 2 seasons and 90 episodes, making it way less long-lasting and successful than Double Dare. It was hosted by Marc Summers, as we mentioned. This is really weird. This show does not have a creator listed in its credits. Most shows do. The only time we run into this when we can't find one is usually like a Deke animated show.
Yeah, you feel like it just sprung fully formed from someone's head.
Here's the 2 people listed as supervising producers, Margaret Webby and Bobby Karen, so, maybe they deserve the credit. I don't know. It's weird. Is it like made by committee? Who knows? Also, the episodes listings are not documented well, like the numbering or the dates they aired. So all I can tell you is we're going to watch one episode. I don't know which of the 2 seasons it's from. I don't know what number episode it is, but its title is, and it's a long title, Grocery Shopping, Purse Weighing, and a Monster Movie, which are 3 things that'll be relevant in the episode. You'll see. It's kind of a mishmash variety show, live studio audience thing. I remember liking this a lot, though, because it just was, another Marc Summers show, and each episode is a lot different than the other episodes, unlike Double Dare, where, you know what you're going to get every time. So I liked the sort of chaos and different things you could see on this show as a little boy. And I have not thought about it or seen it since. I remembered this out of the blue the other day after not thinking about it for probably close to 30 years and was like, whoa. Probably close to 25 years, and was surprised that, to remember it. So I'm excited to watch it with you. Ready to tune into some more early Nickelodeon live action Marc Summers action here?
If I say no, do I still have to do it?
What a good crowd. Hi there, Marc Summers here, and every day, as you know by now, we have a co-host of the day, and his name is Tommy MacGyver. He's from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Come on over here, Tommy. Let's hear it for Tommy. How are you? Good to see you. So, what's new in your life, Tommy? Well, you're going to help us out with a lot of things. Now, let me ask you a question really quickly. Do you do any animal impressions?
No.
No, none at all? Oh, okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll get back to you in just a bit. Who does animal impressions? Anybody at all? Who does a really weird animal? Somebody do a real... Come on down here. Come on down over here. What's your name?
Steven.
Steven, where are you from?
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, my gosh, you came a long way. What'd you do, roll out of bed and come over here today, right?
Right.
Okay, now what weird animal do you do?
Peacock.
Let me see the peacock. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, sir.
So this set is wild looking.
This is what I want our interior decoration to look in our home.
This, I imagine, is kind of what your inside of your brain looks like.
Yes, kind of reminds me of Pee-wee's Playhouse a little bit.
God, this is horrifying looking.
So yeah, there's like eyeballs in all the words in the title, in the logo.
So Marc Summers seems to be filming on location a lot.
Uh-huh.
He's getting pile-drived by a wrestler. He's painting things on his face. This is very confusing.
This is just the intro.
All right, so Tommy MacGyver is the host of the day,
Co-host
of the day.
He's a child.
He's a little boy. Tommy MacGyver has on acid-washed shorteralls. I'm really proud of him.
Why did he volunteer to be the co-host of the day? He is very quiet and won't speak.
He got a little shy. There's a kid in a Bullwinkle hat back there.
He's pulled another kid out of the audience. The kid's like, I do a peacock impression.
All right, so now we've brought out this man in wide-legged elastic waist pants. Who is...
This is D. Bradley Baker. He's part of this show's cast, and he's just like a voiceover guy. And he's about to grace us with a dinosaur impression.
So we're just watching him do impressions, physical and vocal impressions of different dinosaurs. And he's like, you want to see me be a Tyrannosaurus Rex? And he just puts his arms inside his sleeves and walks around.
Look, now he's chewing some leaves.
What?
He's doing a velociraptor.
What's happening?
Now he put like crackers in his mouth and is making a weird purring. So if you had gone to Nickelodeon Studios at this time, you could just be in this audience. And by the time my family went, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, it was a wonderful trip, but we went in 1996 and like almost none of these shows were filming there anymore.
Got it.
So I kind of thought I was going to be on TV on a studio set, and I was not.
So Marc Summers has abducted these kids from the audience and he's sent them backstage to prepare for some kind of pageant. This is so weird.
This is like manic. There's so much going on.
Yeah, there's no like discernible order of things.
No,
like we do this, then we do this, then we do this. No.
That's what I like about it.
I don't like this. This is very stressful for me.
So now we're doing something about groceries.
Look at all these white sneakers. They're back.
Marc Summers is gobsmacked that this man does the grocery shopping in his family, not his wife.
All right, so he's now given this little girl a list to read, but like I don't think she can read.
She's not a great reader. He's helping. Just look at that spinning eyeball in the background of the set, always spinning.
All right, so now he's given this father-daughter duo a list of things to get at this fake grocery store, and they have to remember it from the list.
Oh.
Which is just known as adulthood. They're going to throw a pie at this little illiterate kid.
They're going to put her, not just throw it, they're going to put her in the pie wash, whatever that is. So the dad has to remember the list, and if he doesn't remember them, every item he doesn't get, the girl gets to throw a pie at her dad for each missing item. But if he does it correctly, then she gets pied. Look how motivated he is. He's like, I'm not getting those pies.
This is so, like, low tech.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It seems low budget, low tech. They made a grocery store, but really it was like 2 shelves.
Yeah, it's just a rolling wall that they've rolled out and rolled back. And that shopping cart is, like, stolen from the Hobby Lobby down the street. Look at it. So every episode is different.
Yeah.
This is a lot. This is a lot to plan,
It
a lot
is.
to build, right? Like, a lot of, like, props to make.
Even though it is low tech, yeah, to do a different thing for 90 episodes, it's pretty cool. Like, this isn't a regular feature, this grocery thing.
He missed 2 things, but we've all been there at the grocery store when you forget your list and you're like, oh, this is not so good.
Oh, so she's getting pied. So he didn't have to do it perfect. He just had to get at least 8 out of 10, which he did. Check out the pie wash. I want to go through the pie wash.
This child has now been strapped into some kind of contraption. Is that like whipped cream that they're pouring out on her?
Shooting hoses of whipped cream at her. Like waterboarding her with like a car wash brush, like an automated. All right, let's send Stacy back out into the Orlando heat covered in whipped cream. Good luck, Stacy.
Is Marc Summers okay?
He's really doing a lot here. All right, here's the reason I guess it's called What Would You Do?
So there's a What Would You Do hidden camera situation, and they are at a Waffle House. It's actually kind of a funny bit. So they're at the Waffle House, and the waiter, who's clearly obviously in on it, is on the phone with his wife and is like, oh no, our dog got out. He's trying to like talk his wife off the ledge. She's very upset. And he keeps asking this table to like pass food out to people.
Right, like to do the waiting for him because he's like stuck on the phone. Like he's like recruited the kid. Like the kid's filling orange juice glasses. The dad's carrying pancakes. I think the waiter is D. Bradley Baker from earlier.
I think it might be.
People are really doing it. It's happening with multiple. They're doing it over time now. We're seeing him try this shtick on multiple families and customers, and they're all like participating.
Stacy's back, after having been thoroughly hosed down backstage. And it appears there was a mistake in tabulating the amount of items.
The dad lied. He's like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
have the broom in here.
So she could have chosen between a token for the wall of stuff, which I only can assume is like a Chuck E. Cheese prize room, and pieing her dad in the face. And she was like, I want to pie this motherfucker right in the face.
It was an aggressive pie
It
throw.
was. I think he hurt himself. He also, I didn't notice this before, the dad's shorts are minuscule.
It was
So
It
tiny.
was the early 90s.
Tiny,
That's
tiny
what-
white
that's what
shorts.
shorts looked like.
All right, so now Marc Summers has chosen 2 women from the audience, and he's like, all right, we're going to weigh your purses on this scale. What does this mean? He's like, open your purses and see if you have any of these items. Like, oh, you got a nail file? Anybody got a nail file in there? This is so weird.
See, the lady with the nail file is going to get to go to the wall of stuff, which is one of my favorite things about this show. Wait till you see it.
This is so weird. He's like, all right, ladies, you got to choose what you're willing to give up from your purse. I will keep it forever.
Whatever you take out in the next 15 seconds, because whoever can get their purse the lightest wins. But he's like, yeah, whatever you take out is mine. And they don't know what the loser will receive. He said there will be a surprise for the heaviest purse.
And you know these mommies going to Nickelodeon Studios have really packed a lot into their purses. So now Marc Summers is just going through the contents of these women's purses.
It's the things they took out, but it is weird.
So weird. He's like, ooh, look, Quaaludes. This is so strange. This is like, is this what people used to do to entertain themselves?
I guess so.
I'm just so
It's
confused.
like half of these games feel like they're just like you had to make them up on the spot to kill time.
Absolutely. This is like
he
something
just found out that he was going to have to host this show.
like your train is late. You're desperate to entertain your kids. You're like, oh, let's see who has the lightest purse. The pie pod. So they just, this is like Saw. This is terrible. This is like...
Look at the pie pod.
Mary, you could not divest yourself of your worldly possessions. You must face the pie pod. That's my Jigsaw impression. Did you like it?
I did. We haven't heard your Jigsaw since our Ronald McDonald cartoon episode years ago.
All right, so the pie pod looks dangerous. There's like a lot of pipes.
Like hydraulics.
It's not good.
Let's see.
Oh my god, she's just absolutely getting blasted in the face by whipped cream pies. This is terrible.
There's like arms that are spring-loaded, maybe flinging pies at her. I love it. I like that there's a pie pod, a pie wash. There's so much going on. What is the pie budget on this show?
It's just whipped cream on a plate. So now Tommy, the child co-host of the show, is bringing out the pies.
He's like, Tommy, give me those pies. All right, let's pie this lady's friends.
Does he have a union contract? I'm confused. Now there's some kind of chemistry set being wheeled out. This is absolutely wild. What kind of Breaking Bad Walter White am I about to watch?
These are the kids from earlier that they sent in the back to be trained. One of them is now dressed like a soldier. One's, a mad scientist? Not sure what the other one is.
That woman just tried to pie Marc Summers, and he slapped her in the face.
Yeah. Marc Summers famously has OCD, and he claimed he was very nervous on these sets with the slime and everything.
The kids, you got kids everywhere.
Yeah.
So now we're doing like a Japanese monster movie, Godzilla dub thing. It's a little bit weird.
Okay, the kids are acting in the thing, but not speaking. They're pretending they're speaking. And then there's 3 adults doing their voice. Yeah, okay. Dubbing them over. The kids are not doing a great job at miming while they're supposed to be speaking.
No. So this person who's in the dino monster suit is basically holding his head on while he's leading the children off set. This is just shocking, Tyler. This is the weirdest thing you showed me in a while. I do not like it. I'm uncomfortable.
I'm greatly enjoying myself. On the contrary.
A promotional fee has been paid by Skechers are fun shoes. Sneakers, boots, sandals, and shoes with lights in them called S-Lights. Skechers and Kids Foot Locker, a winning combination. Skechers, it's the S. And by Foreign Candy Company. There's always a surprise with the original surprise bag. Look inside for candy, toys, puzzles, games, and more. No two are alike.
This was absolutely bizarro. It seems like it would have really been fun to film.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like fun, not even fun to film, but like fun to work on, right? Because it's like, all right, we got to go film these on-site shorts, right? We've got to build the tiny town that the Godzilla's going to squash. We got to, somebody's got to go build the grocery wall.
Right.
And we've got to invent these new pie-themed torture devices this week. I'm like, all right, break, go team. Like, what was this like?
And it's like, would it have been fun to be in the audience? I don't know, because a lot of people got pied.
Yeah.
Like, no one was safe.
No.
People who didn't think, I'm sure they had to be like, if you come to this set, if you're going to be in this audience, you have to accept you may be pied.
Yeah.
Because, like, random people were getting pied. All right, so what'd you think? Would you watch it again?
No, this had too much manic energy for me. I need to take a break. Like, I need to lay down.
That was fun for me. I liked that.
I
That brought me
know
right
you
back.
like that. I know. Look how happy you are.
Because it's like, it's crazy, but it's not that crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
It's
I don't
like,
know.
It's like a 70s game show, like Let's Make a Deal by way of Nickelodeon.
I could see that.
Like, it's almost lame in some ways compared to, like, Double Dare, you know, but it still has some craziness. I don't know. I had fun, but too much for you.
I did not like it. It made me scared.
Well, Kate.
What?
I have to surprise you with this pie.
Ah!
No, not really. What would you do if I pulled the
Oh,
pie?
I would just die.
Would you be mad at me if I flung a pie at you on this,
I'd kind
on
of
this
be moody
audio
about
podcast?
it. Yeah, I'd be
I-
like, what are you
I
doing,
would do
guy?
that. All right, Kate. Thanks for watching What Would You Do? What
would you do?
A less
What
well
would you do?
like in the cultural conversation about 90s Nickelodeon, that's one I don't really hear anybody talk about that much. So thanks for going along on this journey. This
I'm here for
manic
you.
Marc Summers journey.
It was a lot.
We really only have one more thing in the Marc Summers trilogy left to cover. Unwrapped, the Food Network show from the early 2000s. That'll be a future episode. All right, everybody out there, I recommend you go find What Would You Do? There's a Daily Motion channel. I can't find the name of it right now, but you can find them. A lot of them are on Daily Motion. I think almost every episode is up there, so highly recommend. Don't listen to Katie. Go watch it.
It was a lot.
Tell us what to watch next. Email us, www.notstalgia.org. Find all our other episodes and all our social media links and all that good stuff.
Just a plain old pie, huh? Wrong! Because when Nickelodeon's What Would You Do gets a hold of it, it's a shirt. It's a face cream. It's even a cure for baldness. I'm Marc Summers, and when you watch What Would You Do, you'll see a different kid co-host every day. The giant Wallow stuff, outrageous pranks, bizarre talents, and 101 ways to get up close and personal with a pie.
Don't miss What Would You Do? Weekdays at 6, 5 Central on the only network for you, Nickelodeon.